Hi Capricorn, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is your self-reflection reading. Now I'm sorry I didn't post anything last week. I did have a bereavement in my family and I just wasn't feeling like myself, so I didn't record anything. So apologies again that this is coming out late. So yeah, this is your self-reflection reading. If you've never had or never seen one of my self-reflection readings before, the idea behind this is every now and then we've all got a bit of inner healing work to do, and this is simply a nudge from spirit on what it is that you might need to work on, because a lot of us tend to get a bit stuck on, just get stuck and we don't know what's got us stuck and how to move forward, and this is something to help. Now, if you like your message today, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me and you haven't subscribed already, if you hit that subscribe button and if you press the notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. Right. Let's get you some cards out. Now, as always, this is collective, so not everything will resonate with everybody. Please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you don't find anything in this reading for yourself, then please check your other placements and you're likely to find something in those. Okay, so the overall energy that we have for yourself is a Two of Cups in the reverse. This is suggesting to me that you may be feeling like you've made a wrong choice. You could be that you're not in union with yourself. Your heart and your head is potentially at odds with each other. You could have fallen out with somebody as well, and you're just not feeling very stable. You don't feel emotionally fulfilled at this point in time. You don't feel like you're getting the love that you deserve. Now, in the what is keeping you stuck, we have a Knight of Swords in the reverse and we have a Fool card. So the Knight of Swords is very much telling me that you're not really talking to yourself. You're keeping things from yourself. Truths. You don't want to see them. You're potentially pretending they're not there, or you are not recognizing certain truths. You could just be telling yourself that things are not as they seem. It's suggesting to me that there's a lot of confusion with regards to the truth of a certain matter. It's suggesting to me as well that you may be misinterpreting things, and you may also be lacking a bit of energy. That Knight of Swords is very much... It's like he gets angry and frustrated because he doesn't know what's going on. And we have the Fool. So the Fool's very much you trying to take a new step forward, following your heart. And you're trying to take that leap of faith. But because of this Knight of Swords energy, it's like you're confused as to whether or not you should. And it's kind of keeping you very stuck. You want to take that new leap forward, but you're stuck because you're so confused and you're frustrated about something. Let's get some clarification on that. Spirit, can we get clarification on this Knight of Swords and the Fool, please? That's just a few too many there. So potentially this could have a lot to do with love. We have a King of Cups in the reverse, suggesting that you either may have been manipulated in the past. You could have done some manipulation potentially. The King of Cups is very much suggesting to me that it's somebody that's not expressing their emotions, or maybe not even in touch with their own emotions. It's like they're closed off from them, so they don't want to feel them. Now, this could be very much why you've got this Knight of Swords, where you've feeling frustrated because you don't necessarily know something. Maybe somebody kept you at arm's length from their feelings. Maybe it's that you don't know how somebody's feeling. It could just be that you don't trust your own feelings. Potentially, if you've been manipulated in the past, you may be thinking, am I being manipulated now? Is that what's going on? You don't really trust things. We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse to clarify that. It's suggesting to me that what you actually want is full clarity of a situation. You don't want people to be doing things behind your back. You don't want things to be unknown. You want full clarity. And then we have the Two of Cups again. But this Two of Cups has come out to the side. So you want clarity of something emotional. You want to know whether somebody's feeling the same, whether they've got emotions towards you. You don't know whether or not you're feeling it. It's very much of you don't understand, or you don't know whether or not to take a leap of faith forward towards something that could be emotionally fulfilling, because you don't know if it will be emotionally fulfilling and whether or not the feelings are going to be reciprocated. It looks as though you're very closed off because you can't anticipate somebody's feelings, and it's making you really frustrated. Now, help that you've got coming in for your healing, we've got Three of Wands. So having patience is very much something that will help you with your healing, or help you get unstuck. Having patience with regards to the situation. It could be that if you're waiting for a certain person to reciprocate their feelings, that they might be dealing with things themselves. So it could just be that they're not ready to show their feelings. It could simply be that if it's you that doesn't trust your feelings, and you don't know how you're feeling on something, that your feelings will get clarified soon. It's just having that patience, knowing that you're on the right path, and that Spirit will bring something to you. I mean, on this particular Three of Wands, there's an absolutely beautiful spirit stag standing at the back of this path, but he's got to have patience. He can't just charge after it or it'll run away. He's got to have that patience for it to come to him. In fact, is it a stag or a doe? I'm not sure. It's not got antlers. Could be, I suppose. Won't be a stag, will it, without antlers at that size? Okay. So we have a strength card. So it's telling me that you need to have strength and courage in order to have this patience. Maybe it's not something that you've done before. Maybe you're not a patient person. This Knight of Swords in the reverse is not someone that's patient. And that's why there's a lot of frustration and anger that comes with it, because he doesn't like to wait. He doesn't like being patient. And when he's in the reverse, he's run out of patience. Any particular patience he may have had, it's run out. So this is very much telling me you need to have patience. You need to have strength and courage, and very much trust yourself. In this particular strength card, if you can see, it's not quite a tiger that she's going towards. It's like some big troll monster. It's suggesting to me that you've got some big demons to conquer, potentially, especially where patience is concerned. So having that courage and that strength to face it and wait patiently. Again, you have this Knight of Swords suggesting that, you need, you need the truth. I understand that. It's suggesting that you do get clarity of the truth. But you need to have strength and that courage for, to get that truth. Potentially you're waiting for someone to come towards you, when this might be something where you need to go towards someone else. We have the Moon card coming out to the side. So the clarity of things is a big challenge for you, but it's okay to not know the answers. It's okay to not have all the answers. They will come to you. It's knowing that you're on the right path. It's making, understanding that you're on the right path, but you're not going to understand that unless you're patient and you wait to see that it happens. Obviously, you have to do certain things while you're on that path. You can't just wait for the universe to give you things, because it doesn't work like that. You still have to do certain things. You still have to walk down that path and make movements towards it. If you don't go head down that path, you can't get to the end of that path. But it's knowing that you're on the right path. Yes, it's a challenge, but having that patience to know that you're on the right path and things are gonna things are gonna happen for you once you've owned your truths. We also have a Two of Swords, and this come out to the side as well. So there is a decision that you do need to make. Now, part of why this is in a challenge is because it's a very challenging decision for you. You've got to make the decision on whether or not to involve the people in your decision making, or whether to do something that's a little bit more selfish. And that itself can be a challenge. So obviously this is something, something that's going to, why they're in your help is because you need to get your clarity on these. Why do you need to know everything? Why do you need to know where things are heading? You've got to work out your truth on that, okay? Do you have to include other people in your decisions, or do you make a decision just for yourself? Again, you need to work out your truths behind it. What is it that you want? What strength and courage can you take? If it's something where you're always making decisions and putting everyone else first, why do you do that? Why do you not put your own happiness, your own wants and needs first? If it's always your wants and needs first, why do you put yours first above everyone else's? Obviously, there's certain things that you should be putting above everyone else's, but then there's other things that, not saying that you are doing it, but some people will make decisions and their wants and needs can hurt people maliciously. For instance, somebody that chooses to go and cheat on a partner, they're putting their wants and possible needs, they don't need it, they want it, that's putting it above other people, but in a malicious way. If that's something that you've done in the past, why do you do that? And it's very much working out your truth, seeing your path, seeing your light, and understanding why it is that you feel that you have to have all the information. But not just that, the moon card also signifies your fears. So working out what it is that you're scared of, especially with regards to your decision making. What is it that you're scared of? Why do you make decisions in that certain way? What is it you're scared of if you make a decision in another way? Understanding why it is that you need to have clarity on things, why you need to feel that you have to have all the information now, and having the strength to sit there and dig deep, because it's going to be something that you have to dig deep for that, and having the patience to know that, once you've worked all of that out, things will start happening for you, things will start moving forward. But you just need the patience, and you need patience with yourself. You potentially don't have a lot of patience with yourself as well, and that could be very much why you get frustrated and aggressive, because you don't have that patience with yourself. You could be getting really frustrated and really angry with yourself for not doing something because you want to have that move forward, but until you've dealt with this, you're not going to get quite everything you want. You'll probably find that you just keep repeating the same patterns and things don't come to fruition like you want them to. Now, in your challenges that you're going to face, we've got a Three of Swords. Okay, so very much heartbreak of some form. Now, that is suggesting to me that healing from heartbreak is your challenge. Not getting stuck in that depressive, broken-hearted feeling. So it could be that a lot of this is to do with, being broken-hearted. It could be very much something that has happened in the past. Obviously, you've got a lot of Two of Cups out as well. That is suggesting to me that maybe this is related to a particular person. It might not be. It might just be how you've reacted to a particular person an ending of a relationship or of within a disagreement. Maybe you want something more from it. Maybe they want something more and you don't. But this is suggesting to me that healing is a big challenge with regards to this. Healing your heart, understanding where your heartbreak's coming from. And a lot of it's going to be to do with this as well. That you might not want to dive into all of this because it's going to be painful to dive into, because some of it may be to do, or a lot of it may be to do with past heartbreaks. Now we do have the Hierophant coming out to the side. That is suggesting to me that there is a lack of faith potentially as well. That having faith in the universe, in anything in general, could be a big challenge. Now it could also be that the Hierophant can be a higher level of commitment in a relationship. And it could be that you were in a high level relationship previously and that's where you had this broken heart from, that you've got to try and heal, and it could have just thrown you through a massive loop. It could be that you don't know where you're going in a particular relationship, and you don't know whether or not you want a higher level of commitment. Maybe somebody wants something more than you do, you want something more than they do, and this could be why you've got a lot of frustration, because you're not on the same page and it's causing you some anguish and some pain. We do have the Justice card, so a decision is going to be made. It is something that is going to be made fairly as well. Now, whether that is fair to you, I mean, it's in the upright, so it would suggest that it is fair to you. But whether you will feel that it's fair is up for interpretation. You know, that's down to yourself. But there will be a fair judgment that is made with regards to this. So it could even be that you have gone through a divorce. And that a judgment was made by the courts in a fair manner that you may still feel wasn't fair. We do have a 9 of Swords. So you are feeling, or potential nightmares, anxiety, depression, sleepless nights could all still be a big challenge from this. And then we have a 9 of Wands as well. So you very much, very, very much having your guard up, wounded warrior energy, but it's all a big challenge to bring down those barriers and to release those nightmares, release the anxiety, release the burdens. It's a big, big challenge for you. Seeing that things have been, that what's going on for you now is fair to you is what is a big challenge. It's like you've lost faith, you've lost hope. And all of this healing and regaining your faith, regaining the love of everything, you know, unconditional love, regaining your stability, letting down barriers, letting people back in. It's all a big, big challenge for you. And a lot of it's to do with these decisions here as well, you know. And it is going to make your healing hard, because you're going to have to sit and think about what happened within this 3 of Swords, within this heartbreak, in order to get through this. And it's going to potentially cause you some anxiety and a bit of stress and a bit of sleepless nights. And I do wish you every bit of good luck and sending you lots of love while you're going through this, because it doesn't look pleasant, I'll be honest. But knowing that you are going to come out on the other side is a great thing, because here in the outcomes we have a Judgment card coming out to the side and we have a 10 of Swords. So very much the Judgment card is you're making a final decision on something, making a judgment call. Now, this is something that could very well be you walking away from something permanently. It could be you restarting something. It could be, how to put it? So this can be a card of reconciliation. So if this is something that you're looking at potentially going into a relationship with somebody from the past and you're trying to work out whether or not it's for you. You know, you've got a lot of anxiety going on with it. You need to know where it's going. This is very much, you might not have all the clarity with regards to it, but a decision needs to be made. You need to make a decision with regards to your highest good. And that decision, it doesn't have to be reconciliation. It could just be getting closure and walking away. Now, that decision is still undecided, okay? Because it's come out to the side, you still haven't made a decision on it yet. The decision is going to be a big challenge, but once you've actually sat and gone through these, it is something you'll be able to work out. This is what you need to embrace. Okay, embrace that you don't know the decision yet. It's fine. We have a 10 of Swords. Now that 10 of Swords is telling me that you do feel a bit betrayed and a bit stabbed in the back. You know, maybe not a bit, maybe a lot. But this is the end of a cycle. This is you now being able to walk away from that. Being able to walk away from that betrayal so you can start fresh. And you're aware you want to start fresh. You're already at that place. But this is you finally being able to release it. You know, when you've got all of this clarity, you go from the 9, you get to the 10, and then you restart. And that's where you want to go. So you can start something fresh and something new. And something better. So we have a World card. Now that's come out in the reverse. Okay. So it is suggesting to me that there is an incomplete chapter, an incomplete cycle of something. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be far off. When you've made this decision, that's what's going to complete your cycle, okay? It's just that at the moment, it's not yet finished. So until you've made that decision, your cycle's still going to keep going out. So that decision making is going to be integral to what it is that you need to do. You need to make that decision. We have a Page of Swords in the reverse, which is telling me that you've actually already learned enough. You know, what you need to embrace is that your learning of the truths behind a certain situation has happened. So this is going to be coming after all of this, okay? It could, well, I say after this is either after all of this, or it could just be that you already know enough about a particular situation to understand what it is that you want. Now, you may not know enough about yourself. You may not have done your inner healing work, but with regards to the actual situation itself, you already have enough information. So how somebody treated you, how somebody acted about you won't change no matter what inner healing work you do, because how they treated you is still how they treated you. Yes, you can put spins on things and think, okay, well, if I did it differently, they would have reacted differently. But at the end of the day, what they did is still what they did, okay? So this is telling me that you don't need any more information with regards to a particular situation about a person. And then we have a 5 of Wands. So you may feel like there's a bit of competition there. You may feel that there's a bit of conflict. And it could very well be that there's a bit of conflict within yourself. And if it's conflict within yourself, I don't think it is conflict within yourself because it's a wand. I think it's conflict with somebody else. And it could very well be to do with it. Well, it is going to be to do with this decision. So whatever this decision is, you know, there may be some conflict that comes from it. It may be that you're fed up of being in conflict with someone. You may not want to cause conflict. And that could be very much why you need to look at the decision making of why do you make decisions in a certain way. But this is very much telling me that, yes, there may be a bit of conflict. but don't let it stop you making that decision. Embrace that there is going to be some conflict with it, but you don't have to engage in that conflict. You can let people, how do I put it, just give them love and light. Release them with love and light. You know, if they choose to have conflict and try and stab you in the back with things, let them do what they need to do. Because at the end of the day, it just reflects poorly on them. If you're doing nothing and you're just walking away from it and you're embracing the fact that you're not actually engaging in that conflict, you're not engaging in that whole drama, you know, then what are they going to do at the end of the day? They're just going to show themselves up if they keep on going for it. So embrace that, yes, there is going to be somebody that is going to try and cause conflict and drama, but you can just walk away from it. Like I say, give them love and light and send them on their way. And it'll help you close out this chapter. Right, now I'm going to get you an Angel of Light card, and we'll get you some luminous pathways as well, to see if there's any more messages that Spirit would like to give to you. Okay, so we've got self-worth. Self-worth bestows a sense of confidence, expectation of success, and ability to love. Decide on clear boundaries and limits and firmly decline to let others step over them or manipulate you. Now that's going to be that 5 of Wands. It's also going to be the Strength card. You will earn respect. When you value yourself, you become open and friendly, slow to take offence and quick to forgive. Remind yourself that you are likeable and lovable. Do not let others press your buttons. Stand tall and confident. With true self-worth, you radiate a golden aura which enfolds others and makes them feel good too. Ask your angel to step into your aura and guide you. Your affirmation, I am confident and worthwhile. Now, that's very, very relevant with all of that. Having that self-worth will and not engaging in other people's dramas, you know, will definitely help you learn a lot of lessons. And a lot of it is going to be lessons about your self-worth. You'll probably find that when you sit and work out why you make decisions in a certain way, it's because of how you've lessons about your self-worth. Because if you're putting other people before you constantly, then you clearly don't feel like you're worth as much, you know. So having that lessons about your self-worth, if it's something where you're putting yourself above others and maliciously hurting them, why do you do that? You know, again, yes, have a good bit of self-worth, but also be humble with that self-worth. But it's valuing yourself, because a lot of the time as well, when you do that, you've not got those boundaries with yourself, and you're not valuing yourself if you do things like that. Because you get rid of all your integrity, and integrity is a big part of self-worth. Knowing what is your integrity and sticking to it. Can we get luminous pathways, please, Spirit? Okay, so we've got ocean depths and the enchanted forest. Coming up. Sorry, my camera's taking a while there to catch up with me. Must have moved a bit too quick. Let's get the... So it's a new deck. and I haven't really learnt them, and the book is not in alphabetical order, so yeah, that's where we are with this one. Okay, so the Enchanted Forest then embodies magic, mystery and unexpected encounters. It suggests an adventure into the unknown, encouraging you to embrace the journey and the lessons it brings. And the ocean depths represents mystery, the unknown and deep emotions. This card encourages you to delve deeper into your feelings and explore what lies beneath the surface of your consciousness. So very much about understanding yourself, understanding your emotions, understanding why you do things, and going on that healing journey there. Right, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Capricorn. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. Good luck, and thank you for joining me.